performance and results are central to an organization's success, then objectives are needed. Although they can be known by a variety of names, such as aims, missions, and goals, they always provide a sense of direction, something to aim for, guidance on what to do, and a measure for achievements. There are 4 main types of objective: intent, direction, result, and task, that can be either set separately or used together. Intent objectives are broad statements which set the overall context. Direction objectives focus on where you want to be in the future. Result objectives are about what is to be achieved. And task objectives are specific activities with completion dates. All objectives should follow the SMART method and be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But what about characteristics? All 4 types of objective share several characteristics. They're forward-looking, clear, and realistic. They're actionable by the individual or department without relying on the actions of others, and should be challenging but achievable. However, result objectives must also be measurable, so you can determine when they've been achieved. You can measure the money, quality, quantity, or time involved in the product or service offered to establish the criteria for judging achievement. Task objectives should also be measured as they're activities that need to be completed to achieve the result. So, how are objectives set? Well, there are 3 approaches to setting objectives: top-down, bottom-up, or a combination of both. A top-down approach involves senior executives setting the objectives, as they have an overview of the organization and can ensure all important areas are covered. However, imposing objectives can lead to lower levels of commitment from the individuals involved. In a bottom-up approach, senior executives set constraints, like minimum performance levels, but ask team members to propose their own objectives. It helps develop a sense of responsibility in individuals, but there's a risk of inconsistency across the organization. You need to be sure that the objective is pitched at the right level for the individual, as getting it wrong can do more harm than not having an objective at all. In general terms, senior managers tend to be set broad objectives but focus on long-term development, while junior positions are given narrow, more detailed ones. Once you have your objective, write it down in a document that can be referred back to later. Make a note of who's responsible for the objective, when the completion date is, and what level of priority it should be given. So, when setting objectives, make sure you follow the SMART method, know what approach you're taking, and pitch it at the right level for the individual.